Hi everybody, welcome to Spark, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. So today we are going to talk about journaling. And I know on this channel and on mysparkjourney.com, we talk a lot about journaling as a self-reflective tool. And what I realized is I have never done like a journaling video on just why do we journal, how do we journal, what's the great things that can come of journaling, what are all the options for journaling, how do we, if we really want to be kind of stick with it, what are some good ways to do that when sometimes we fall off or whatever. So there's a lot to talk about, and today is the day. So I'm glad you're here, and here we go. Okay, let's talk a little bit about journals. We have journal mania going on here. But I just wanted to pull some journals out so I could like give examples and kind of show you what I'm talking about. But I think one of the fun things, one of the best things to do with journaling is just, like I said, make it fun, relaxing. Do not judge yourself. Even if you're journaling on something really intense and something you're really mad about, don't read back and judge yourself. Just let it roll. Like, that's one of the most awesome things about journaling. It's just complete freedom to like get it out with nobody looking, nobody judging, and not even yourself judging. That's a big thing. Let go of that judgment piece when you're journaling. The whole point is freedom and recording and getting things out and expressing, and just a million other things. So why do we journal? Why are the lot of reasons I journal? And I've heard other people journal. I've experienced other people journaling different ways. But I think, like first thing I said is, some people just journal like when they are upset, angry, frustrated, you just want to get it out on a page where you're not yelling at anybody or you're not, and that is perfect. Like, that's a wonderful way to journal, just like a feelings journal. Just let it rip. So that's a great way to journal. That's a great purpose for journaling. An option for journaling, I should say. There's no great or not great or whatever. It's what you need and what you want. So that's really cool. I would say another awesome thing about journaling that I find is being able to look back. So if you record, a part of your life or a part of your thought process, and you don't look at it for 3 years and you look back, it is fascinating. Like, it's really awesome to kind of record our lives in one way or another. It doesn't have to be very in-depth and intense, but even, a page of what your mindset was when you were making a certain decision in your life is really fascinating and really cool and can be really helpful for the future to see. It always inspires me, like, wow, look how far I've come, or look what I, really thought that was a big deal, and now I'm kind of going this other way or understanding it in another way. So that can be really, really fascinating. So just a way to record your life, and your thoughts and your goals and all those kinds of things. There is, you can just record life events like vacations or trainings that you went through, concerts, like super awesome. That's another, I love looking back when I look back at, concerts and who I went with them to and what an experience it was. And like, even like that stuff is great. You're kind of hinging on the scrapbooking territory, but it's really cool. Like, it's just cool to record, all the fun things you've done and how you were feeling and all that. It's a great way to kind of look at your growth and look at all the things you've accomplished. And so, yes. So another way is just along the lines of feeling is just to, you can have, you can do art journaling. So you can record in paint and color and media and, colored pencils, markers, paints, watercolors, anything you want to put on that page, because those feelings, those colors represent our feelings, represent where we're at. We're not talking an artwork that's going to go in a gallery. It doesn't matter. when I'm really sad or upset, if I grab an art material in each hand and just go to town, in 20, 30 minutes, I feel so much better. And it doesn't matter what's on that page, although when you look back, it can be pretty cool. But art journaling is another great way to kind of work, do feelings, kind of look back at your life, and just for that day, just get out things that make you feel better. So definitely journaling can just make you feel better all around. It doesn't, don't force yourself to, I must every day, because if this isn't fun, if this isn't useful to you, if it's not something that provides something to you, then, it's not worth doing. So don't start forcing yourself. There's going to be great journaling days. There's going to be not so good journaling days. There's going to be journaling days that did not happen, which is fine. And that leads us to another thing, like, how do I go back when I fall off the journaling wagon, but it's really something I want to do? And I would say, just go back. I think the hardest part about going back is all the judgment. So if we're not judging ourselves, just pick it up again. Who cares? It's you just go back, and it's useful, and you just go back with a positive state of mind, and start with something simple and something fun. There's also something called bullet journaling. A lot of people are bullet journalers. So that is a way, if you don't want to get super in-depth or intense, bullet journaling is a great thing. So bullet journaling is kind of almost like a tracker. So you are, and I'm not a bullet journaler, but I am a list maker. So it can be similar to list making. I'm a daily list maker sometimes. So, but you would track moods. Some people use it for mental health, and they'll track their daily mood. Some people will track what they eat. Some people will track, physiological, blood pressure, or how much they ran, or how much they exercised. Some people track, I read these books this week. So a lot of bullet journalers will use like a calendar. So each day they'll just jot in a couple bullet things. So that's an option. That's a good way, if you can make it fun. I listened to this playlist today, or, I wasn't feeling so great today. You can just make it very simple where you start that way. And then you're not, feeling like you have to write, but you don't. If you get a couple sentences in, you're like, this is not happening today, then that's okay. You date it and you move on, it's okay. So, yeah, but there's so many benefits to journaling, and I think if we stay in that positive mind frame of, if I didn't do it today, I'm not going to beat myself up. I do a lot of reflective journaling. I know on mysparkjourney.com and on the channel, I do a lot of prompts for like more reflective journaling. So I know, I just put up Amanda Gorman for, an empowered female, and how that resonates with us and all that kind of stuff. We did recently the love wheel, so just journaling on concepts of love. So I do a lot of reflective journaling, and that's a great thing, but it doesn't have to be, it can be whatever you're drawn to. So journaling can be a load of different things. So like I said, there's bullet journaling, there is art journaling, which, let me see what we got in here. Oh, this is straight up art journaling, yeah. Oh, see it, like sometimes I'll be inspired I was reading Frankenstein, and I just thought, wow, what a heartbreaking. So I kind of did a Frankenstein journal page, just whatever is going on in your life that inspires you. Like, you can just art journal it, regular journal it. A lot of these are just backgrounds. I don't know what else we got in here. Yeah, so, there's so much you can do. And what's in here? I think this is, so the other thing is, you don't have to you can, and I do, but I have like art journals that are just art. I have art and writing journals, like journaling journals, and I think that's what this guy is. I think there's some writing in here as well. Maybe not. Maybe this. Oh, see, you can do your annual list, what I'm going to accomplish this year. So this one's pretty much just an art journal. But, oops, I blew our candle out. Oh, that's another thing. So when I journal, I love to light a candle. I generally don't have music on because I want to be kind of thinking, but you know, if music helps you, put your favorite music on. Sometimes I will sage and do a little Palo Santo or a little sweetgrass to kind of clear the air so I can just be present and relax and be focused. So yeah, just make it like a sacred space, you know, just give, because that gives you a little time and a little chance to just relax and say what you want to say. Oh, look what I just found. Spark has its own journal. So I journaled what we're going to talk about with journaling. And I just outline ideas and thoughts and things I want to do, or Instagram posts I want to make, or, you know, so another thing about journaling is that I used to have just one journal and I would just blast through them, but over time, I realized it helps me to kind of separate out journaling into different areas. So like when I'm doing meditation with guides, or, you know, doing angels, like I kind of sit down and do some meditations, I have a separate journal for that. So you can actually, I know some people love to buy and collect gorgeous journals. You can actually use them for that purpose if you are, you know, needing to separate things out. Like I know we do a lot of tarot and oracle. Like that's an amazing, for me, that's a great way to be inspired to journal on a topic. So I pull a lot of cards and just see what comes. So, you know, that's that's another journal that I have. So you can use different journals for different purposes. Obviously, if you want to separate out your art and your writing. The other thing is traveling. So like I use smaller journals when I travel, and some of them, I don't even know what's in here. Oh, there's, yeah. So when you're traveling, you can't carry some big, huge thing on a plane, you know, so you may just, but like I'm kind of a nervous traveler, so I like to be doing something. So I have like a portable bag of markers, and I just, you know, and pens, and I will just, you know, carry like one of these guys or one of these guys that are a lot smaller. You could stick them in your backpack. So that might be an option too. What else have I got here? But the main point is just decide, you know, first of all, if you want to journal, if it's something you really want to do, and that's cool. And then, you know, give yourself opportunities. It doesn't have to be one day you might bullet journal, another day you might just art journal, another day, you know, you're going to pull a card and do some journaling. And if you want to separate those into different journals, then cool. If not, that's great too. I think this big one is one that we're gonna set the whole house on fire. This one is, I believe this one is writing and, oh, maybe not. I know I have some ones that are, oh yeah, so some writing and some art together. So it just depends. Like some of my big ones, I just want to work in a bigger space. Like that feels good to me. So I'll mix the writing in with the art as well. But just enjoy, like just enjoy it, you know. And it's not all going to be super positive. Like I said, you're working through some rough stuff. So that's not going to be like skip-diddy-doo. But you know, that serves its purpose too, you know. And I actually am going to do a video at some point on shadow work. And I know I've alluded to shadow work in some of our oracle and other prompts like that. You know, shadow is just a piece of ourselves that we find unacceptable or that we push away. And the more you push something away, the more it wants to come back, or it shows up in very dysfunctional ways. So, you know, shadow work is a really great way to process stuff and to understand yourself and all that. So I probably will be doing a shadow work video coming up here. But that, you can have a shadow work journal, you know. So lots of things to think about. You know, you can have a dream journal. That's really awesome. I know a lot of people do that. But there's so many, ways to journal, and it can help you understand yourself. It can help you stay on track. It can help you have just tons of fun. It's a great way to look back, to document your life, to document your growth. There's so many different ways to go about this, and I would say whatever you're drawn to, do it. Don't let anybody tell you there's a specific way to do things. So, because you just do what your heart tells you and what you need and what your psyche wants to do, You can track in any way you want. So just have fun. Don't judge is my biggest thing, and just go for it. Get it out there. You don't even have to look back at it if it's a rough day and you just want to get out, you're angry at somebody or whatever, and you just need to blah on that page, go for it. And you don't even have to read back until you want, or if you want, So, but here's what I got. There's a lot of different journals going on. Please let me know in the comments what type of journaling you do, or what type of journaling you would like to start doing, and what you love most about journaling. I would love to know. I would love to hear what other people have to say. So that would be awesome. Okay, so that's it for journaling. Let me know if you have any other questions too. Leave them in the comments. That'd be great. So, okay, have an amazing day. Thanks for coming to Spark, and I'll see you guys soon.